Well, it's the morning of day 3 on our venture across New York State. I got up at about 5 this morning, just listening to the birds chirping. Today we're going to take a little side trip off of the trail. We are going to go through Waterloo and Seneca Falls, which is supposed to be a very highly recommended route. We head off on our detour from the trail, and it's defined by long, quiet country roads and agriculture as far as the eye can see. Cruising along on the country roads. It's nice scenery, the scent of cow manure. What else could you ask for? As I ride, I imagine the beautiful waterfall I will see at Seneca Falls. But I'm mistaken. This place is not known for falls at all. It's actually known as the birthplace of women's rights. It's home to the Women's Rights National Historic Park, where you can learn about the first convention that was held here in 1848. I was looking forward to seeing a waterfall, and I guess you could count this as a waterfall. Our alternate route then takes us along Cayuga Lake, one of New York's Finger Lakes, until we reach Montezuma National Wildlife Refuge. This is a wetland area with several viewing spots to look for wildlife and appreciate the views. It is a very popular spot for bird watchers, and there is potential to see bald eagles. We don't see much in terms of wildlife, but Gene and Todd find inspiration in the park's cottonwood seeds. Even though we are doing 70 miles a day, we still find time to goof off and amuse ourselves. It doesn't look real at all.
All right, you gotta do one-handed coming back. Yeah. Wow. That is amazing.
We hit Weedsport much sooner than expected and are pleasantly surprised by the number of places to eat. We are feeling worn down by 3 days of riding and decide to just hang out for a little bit. We play pool at a local watering hole and eat our fanciest meal of the week at the Old Erie restaurant. We are definitely not clean enough to be here. After a relaxing evening, we ride at dusk to set up our tents. Well, it's day 4 and we've woken up in the River Forest campground. When I woke up this morning, I was a little sore. I'm sure part of it's because it's day 4, and I'm sure part of it is from the fall I had yesterday. After having several problems with my panniers, they finally caused me to fall. We were turning on a country road, and the turn caused my already damaged panniers to lean into the spokes of my rear tire. No big injuries, but I got scraped up and my rack was badly bent. My advice, do your homework and buy a good rack instead of panniers. You will appreciate not falling. I love seeing wildlife when I'm on an adventure, and we saw some pretty neat things. Geese, toads, snakes, and much more. But the real treat for me is that early June is when snapping turtles lay their eggs.
This is probably smaller than the other one we saw.
We found several along the path that had just buried their eggs, and boy, did they look exhausted. They are beautiful creatures with weathered shells, and after stopping to take a few photos, we hit the road again. One rule we made is no chain restaurants, and this turns out to be an easy rule to follow. Whenever we come into a town, we ask a local where a good place to eat is, and they always have great suggestions. At these ma and pa restaurants, there are friendly waitresses and delicious home-style cooking. Other customers usually have lots of questions for us and are supportive of our cross-state journey. One of our best meals is lunch in Syracuse. Navigating the busy streets of Syracuse was probably the most stressful part of the journey, and by the time we reached Dinosaur Barbecue, we were ready to sit down and relax. The food here was amazing, and everyone in Syracuse seemed to know about it. If you are ever in town, you should stop here. But keep in mind that eating a full plate of barbecued pork is not the best food to eat before 40 miles of biking. This whole section along here is just one long, big state park. Goes on for miles and miles and miles.
The old Erie Canal State Park winds like a snake for 36 miles to Rome, New York, along the old Erie Canal. The scenic views and natural wonder is a nice change from the chaos and traffic of the Syracuse streets.
We're just outside of Rome. The day is almost over. Our longest day of the trip. Pretty excited.
We ride into Rome and catch dinner at the Plaza restaurant. Up next, we get hit with flat tires and heavy rains. Don't forget to go to straycompass.com for great travel adventure videos, and while you're there, pick yourself up a t-shirt. Also, if you're watching this on another video sharing website, don't forget to subscribe to my videos. Thanks for watching. I'm James Knott. Goodbye.